What's up guys, it's Rokta here and welcome to a different type of video on the channel. So I'm sure you guys are used to a bunch of deck profiles and combo tutorials, but I feel like for the first time on this channel I would like to be showcasing a sort of semi-market watch and, in my opinion, 3 cards that you should sell and 3 cards that you should be buying this year without a doubt. And where's this coming from? Well, I feel like there's a lot of people that would really get value for a video like this because they're unsure on what to do, specifically with cards I will be mentioning in this video. And I feel like if I can help those people out, well, then this video has done its job, because I feel like you should be made aware of the reasons why I think you should sell these or why I think you should buy them. If you disagree, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's your cards at the end of the day. I just feel like there are a few people that, I feel like I could help with a video like this. So if you do like this type of content, do like the video, do subscribe, leave a comment down below telling me if you'd like me to cover more types of videos like this, because I do have a bunch of cards I'd like to talk about. I just picked 3 cards to sell and 3 cards to buy. Keep it simple. Needed to post a video. I didn't really have a deck profile ready for you guys. I don't want to give you guys deck profiles that I haven't thoroughly tested properly, or that I haven't at least practiced with a decent amount to understand the interactions. So I thought I'd give you a sort of market watch and hope you guys do enjoy this type of video. So starting off with the first card that we will indeed be advocating to sell, it is of course Aluba, the Jester of Despia. So why exactly am I suggesting that you do sell this card, guys? Well, the structure deck of Albaz is coming out on the 15th of April. We all know this. And Aluba, of course, as you know, isn't being reprinted in the structure deck. Now, if you think why they've done this, it's quite simple. They've left Aluba out because they're going to print him somewhere else. I think this is very self-explanatory. Do you need Aluba to play branded? No. Why is this? Because in the same structure deck, there is a card called Spriggan's Kit. I'll see if I can have a picture of that for you on the video now. And essentially what Spriggan's Kit is an Aluba. Of course, it's not as good as Aluba, but you can, of course, play Spriggan's Kit. I feel like the versions in the OCG, they don't play Spriggan's Kit, but that's because Aluba is actually an affordable card. Here in the TCG, since Aluba is skyrocketing at the moment, and I feel like it will stabilize very, very soon. It's around £100 card right now, if you don't know, guys. And if you do have Alubas and you don't plan on playing Albaz, or you're content with playing Spriggan's Kit like I am, this is currently a version, well, a copy of Aluba that is no longer mine. I have sold this copy. I feel like you should be selling this card because Spriggan's Kit, what it does is, on normal or special, searches you a branded card. Yes, you have to put one back, but branded fusion is one of those cards that generates you so much advantage. I feel like playing Spriggan's Kit is worth it until Aluba gets a reprint. When will Aluba get a reprint? Well, hopefully in Goes From the Past. If not, somewhere in September it will be in one of those reprint sets. And since it is of course from Dawn of Majesty, there's also a possibility it will be in the tins, because of course Dawn of Majesty is a card, well, is a set that will be in the tins. So I feel like this is why you should be selling your Aluba. I feel like they're not going to go much higher than this. This is approaching Necros of Bryonic kind of prices, which is kind of crazy. For a card that, yes, it's amazing. Okay, don't get me wrong, Aluba is a really, really good card. If you have your 3 and you got them cheap, you're fine. Just keep them, I guess, if you're planning on playing Despia or Albaz when the structure deck comes out very, very soon. If you're thinking about playing them and you don't want to buy the Aluba, don't, because I feel like it will be getting that reprint very soon, and you can just play the Spriggan's Kit. There's a card, I believe, I don't know, it's a quick play spell, and it searches your Spriggan's Kit, essentially, and that Spriggan's Kit can act as your Aluba until the reprint is, given to the card, which I do believe it's very soon. They didn't add it, they know what they're doing. They didn't put it in the structure deck because they are going to reprint it in a different set to get people to buy that set. And that is why I believe Aluba should be the card that you should be selling very, very quickly, in my opinion, because this price is absolutely ridiculous. So for the second card I will be covering, guys, in the sell section, it is of course your ultimate rare copies of Brilliant Fusion. Now, if you guys aren't aware, I think around 2-3 weeks ago, Gemlight support got announced, and as soon as that happened, Brilliant Fusion went from being a £20 to £30 card to a card that I don't even know the price, because eBay doesn't even have any copies to sell. The last copies I saw were like 120, and they're just absolutely crazy. Why you should be selling your Brilliant Fusions, guys? First of all, the support is not very good. It is sad to say, but Gemlight support that is coming is not very good, and I don't feel like is going to be that impactful for the deck. You know, the deck's notorious for its FTKs, and it's had a lot of cards hit, and I don't feel like Konami are gonna just unleash the deck again because FTKs are a thing with Gem Knights, and I just don't think it's gonna happen. Second of all, Brilliant Fusion is a banned card, so you have to hope that it comes off the list. Now, cards coming off the list is very, very dodgy when it comes to Konami. So certain cards that should come off the list don't, and cards that shouldn't come off the list do. We don't know. It's just what Konami really feels, and I feel like for £120 copy of a banned card, you should really be getting rid of it, unless it's something like Maxi or Colossus, which will always hold its value, unlike Brilliant Fusion, which I feel will come off. And of course, there are secret rares available, which look absolutely amazing, and they're like £3-4. So I don't get why the ultimate rare is 120 and the secrets are like 3-4. It just doesn't make sense to me. So in my opinion, you should be 100% selling your ultimate rare Brilliant Fusions. So for the third card I will be covering in the sell section, I have Access Code Talker. This could apply to the secrets, but I'm talking in specific about the gold version. So why should you be selling your gold rare copies of Access Code Talker? Well, first of all, it's a gold card. Some people like it, a lot more people hate it. So as soon as Access Code Talker gets a reprint, for example in Ultra in another set, the gold rare will just completely tank because it's gold rare and it doesn't look very nice. None of the gold rare cards look very nice in my opinion. And I believe that Access Code Talker will be getting that reprint very, very soon, guys. Maybe in Ghost from the Past 2. I hope it's not only a Ghost Rare, I hope they print it in Ultra Rare as well. Because it's one of those cards that, yes, it's amazing. Yes, it's been in the meta since it basically came out. But if you look at the decks that are, you know, sort of dominating right now, we have Based. Albaz should be a really, really good deck. Again, that doesn't play Access Code, neither does Based. And there are quite a few decks at the moment that just don't play Access Code Talker. So I feel like £50, which is more or less what it's at right now, for a gold rare copy of an Access Code Talker, unless you're going to a lot of events and you need an Access Code Talker, I feel like you should be selling this card, because as soon as it gets a reprint that isn't in gold and is more or less accessible, like the Ultra, the gold is just going to absolutely tank. So in my opinion, you should be getting rid of your gold rare Access Code Talkers. So moving on to the buy section, these are cards I feel will be going up over time, and they're really, really good investments that if you buy multiple copies, you will not be disappointed in. So for the first card I'm going to be covering, of course, it is Ice Dragon's Prison. So the secret rare copy of Ice Dragon's Prison right now is sitting around £6 to £8 on eBay. Why is this a steal? If you think back around a year ago, when Ice Dragon's Prison only had its Ultra print and was seeing play in the meta, the Ultra rares were going for around £30 to £40 a copy, guys. These are secret rare Ice Dragon's Prisons, a lot nicer on the eyes and a lot more accessible. Why should you be buying this card? Well, it was supposed to be getting reprinted in the Albaz structure deck that does come out on the 15th of April, but it's been cut. There will be no common version of Ice Dragon's Prison. Why have they done this? Well, I feel because since they reprinted Ice Dragon's Prison in Secret Rare, they didn't want to give it sort of that double reprint, even though that would have been really nice for the player base. That double reprint can really hinder, you know, the sales of the tins. I don't know if they want to push the tins a bit more, or if they just want to, you know, keep Ice Dragon's Prison to one reprint, so then they can reprint it down the line again when it gets more expensive. But in my opinion, Ice Dragon's Prison is 1000% going to be going up once the meta isn't so fast, and I believe the meta will, of course, slow down and become sort of a, you know, middle-paced meta. Ice Dragon's Prison, guys, we all know that this trap card, when it came out, was amazing, guys. So Ice Dragon's Prison in Secret Rare is a card you should definitely be picking up, at least your own personal playset if you haven't got. But if you can afford it, you should be picking up multiple playsets, because in my opinion, this card in a few months without any reprint in a slower paced meta will be like a £15 to £20 card a copy, and you will be laughing all the way to the bank. So for the next card I will be covering, it's sort of a new card. It is the Zombie Vampire. So this is a secret rare from the latest set. And why should you be buying this card? Well, first of all, it's not that expensive. I think it's around £8 to £10 on eBay a copy. You know, you only really play one in the extra deck, but if you can pick up a playset, all the better. This card is extremely versatile, guys. This card sees play in Dragon Link, for example. And Dragon Link, I believe, is a deck that will be making a comeback into the meta. Why is this card so good? Because it mills 4 from your deck and your opponent's deck. And the hand traps that are being played right now, and I believe in the future formats as well, the main ones you want to be hitting are Lancia and Ghost Ogre. And what's so special about those two hand traps, guys, that they can be used from the field. So you can make your Zombie Vampire and basically get an extra interruption by milling either a Lancia or Ghost Ogre from either your deck or your opponent's deck. Also, you can mill important combo pieces, like for example, if you mill the Griffin from the Brave engine, they're kind of screwed because now they only usually play one Griffin. Or the same can be said for the Fateful Adventure, you mill that and they're kind of screwed as well. No more rotors for them. So I feel like the Zombie Vampire, guys, is a card you should of course be picking up. It is from the first set, guys, that won't be in the tins. So this card, the earliest it can be seeing a reprint would it be, in my opinion, really late into 2022, early 2023, guys. This card is not going to get reprinted for a while, and the secret rare will only go up. So for the final card I will be talking about today, guys, the card you should all be buying, in my opinion, is the collector rare version of Solemn Strike. Now, why should you be buying collector rare versions of Solemn Strike? Well, guys, I'm sure you are very familiar with the Solemn cards and how all of the high rarity Solemn cards go absolutely crazy in price. If you look at example for Solemn Judgment, Ultimate Rares, around £150. Solemn Warnings, again, around £100, and Ultimate Rare Solemn Strike, guys, they are around £300 a copy. Now, if you take a look at the price of Solemn Strike right now, collector rare, it is around £45 a copy. In my opinion, this will only go up, guys. I don't think it will overtake the Ultimate Rare because the Ultimate Rare does look nicer in my opinion than the collector rares, but it is a card that has insane potential to go up over the coming years. This is one of those really long-term investments that you won't regret making. I feel like in 2 to 3 years, collector rare Solemn Strikes can easily be around £100 to £200 each. And if you pick them up right now for £45 a copy, pick up like 3 or 4 or 5, you'll be laughing, guys. So that is the end of this sort of market watch-esque video. I apologize for not having a deck profile for you guys. I will get on that immediately. I have been testing a few decks. Of course, I've been testing the Tri-Brigade Birds. Even though that did get hit on the list, I feel like that's still a really good deck. I've been testing quite a few other decks. I'm hoping to bring you guys a brand new video. I'm not going to say what it is. I don't want to spoil it. It is, of course, making a comeback. That should be a clue to you guys guess what that type of video is. And I hope you guys did enjoy this market watch. I was feeling kind of in a talky mood today. I didn't feel like doing a deck profile because I hadn't actually tested anything or, you know, got into a solid build in a deck that I'm comfortable with. If you guys missed last week's deck profile, is of course Amazements. They just got a new piece of support announced, so definitely go check out that Amazement deck profile down below so you guys can be ready for when that new support arrives. It's actually quite good. I hope it's an ultra rare as well so it can go matching with all the traps. But that's enough from me, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like down below and a comment as well, and subscribe to the channel. 90% of you who watch these videos aren't subscribed. I don't think this will get a lot of views because usually the deck profiles and the combo vids will get lots of views, but I wanted to get this out to you guys, give you my opinion on why you should be buying and selling these cards, and I'll catch you in the next video.